Hello, I'm Aleks Srbinoski of aleksinpsychology.com, and I want to thank you for joining me. Now today I want to talk about characters. You see, I'm often asked the question, who are these characters that are at the beginning of your articles and some of the other things that you do? And the answer is, they're me. They're a part of me. They're a part of my personality. And what I want to do today is help you think about who are the characters within you and how they fit into your personality, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of these characters. I'm also going to let you in on a little insight into the characters within me and kind of the reasoning behind these characters within me. So when I'm talking about characters, what I really mean is that we all act in consistent ways at different times. And one thing we can do to build our self-awareness is to actually name the way we're acting, like a character in a film or a movie, and then consider the advantages and disadvantages of acting that way. Now, I first came up with this idea when I was creating the coaching program, Fulfilling Happiness. And I get into a lot more detail during that program, but I thought I would just introduce the idea to you today and get you thinking about it. And so, the four characters that are really common within me. The first is Aleks Psych. Now, Aleks Psych is, as you can probably guess, a psychologist, the psychologist within me. And he's very warm and empathic, but also very serious, very analytical, very much looking for, how does A relate to B, relate to C, and those kind of things. So very serious character and very important. And it's the way I make the majority of my living. So obviously, a very important character. But at the same time, you need to sort of flip the switch at times. And for me, there's another character inside me, and that character I call Smart Alek. And Smart Alek is outrageous and crazy at times, and silly and playful, and not mean in that sense, but very playful and outrageous, and likes to mock himself, and also likes to have fun Aleks Psych. He loves to make fun of Aleks Psych. I mean, that's kind of how some of those dialogues end up that you see on those different articles. On the other hand, we have another character who I call Muhammad Alek. And Muhammad Alek is about passion, about energy, about drive. It's about really understanding who you are, what you want, what you need to do, and surging forward, moving forward in your life to obtain those goals because they're important and they're meaningful. And so that's Muhammad Alek, very important, very future-focused. But at the same time, life's not just about the future, because if you're always thinking about the future, you never get to really understand or see the present. And so there's another character within me that balances Muhammad Alek out. Someone who likes to slow down and enjoy the present, enjoy the moment, be gracious and kind and thankful and appreciative of everything he has. And I call that character Alexander the Grateful. And so as you can see, there are these different characters, and they kind of balance each other out. And the aim of life really is to balance out these different characters within yourself so that they all get fed, and nourished, but not overfed, to have them nice and balanced. And so what I want you to think about over the next week perhaps is to, number one, when you see yourself acting in a consistent way, to give that character a name, to give yourself a name as a character. It may be John, Paul, Ringo, Posh, Sporty, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to name it, that's fine. But something that represents the way you're acting. And then think about what are the advantages and disadvantages of acting that way. Because there are advantages and disadvantages of acting that way. And sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it's appropriate. You should be acting that way. It's great. And at other times, it may not be serving you well. And you may have to think about what is a better way to act in those kind of situations. And it just helps you develop your self-awareness and your abilities. So once again, I want to thank you. All four of me want to thank you. And as always, I want you to remember to play, grow, and soar. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again soon.